Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Washington, D.C. I'm Ed Cosentino, and I stand here before you seeking your support for Vice President of NAESP. Before I get into my why, I would like to share my vision and some of my experiences that have influenced me and led me to where I am right now. I live and work in Columbia, Maryland, less than 25 miles where we are from here right now. I've been a school administrator for the past 22 years, and I'm currently the principal of Phelps Luck Elementary School, a diverse Title I school. I live 4 miles from my school with my wife, Carolyn, and our 2 daughters, Ellie and Kate, and our dog, Tilly. I have lived in Columbia for over 50 years. My family moved there when I was an infant. When my wife and I wanted to start a family, we decided to purposely stay in Columbia and raise our children there because of the values of our community. Columbia was founded less than 60 years ago, and it was designed to prioritize human values over economics and engineering, aiming to eliminate racial, religious, and class divisions. It became a model for mixed-income, racially diverse communities across the country. That concept was novel in the late 1960s, and that intentionality and planning gave me a childhood rich in diverse experiences. A beloved landmark and symbol of Columbia is located at the Lakefront Plaza. It's called the People Tree. The People Tree, as it's called, is a public art installation. The various figures in the sculpture are interconnected to depict people from different walks of life coming together to form a cohesive and supportive community. My upbringing in Columbia gave me and led me to a life of service and giving back to the community that has given me so much. This all brings me to my why. Why do I want to be your next Vice President of NAESP? I want to give back to NAESP, a community that has given me so much during my career as a principal. My perspective of association volunteerism and leadership revolve around 3 pillars: service, support, and advocacy for our membership. Service. After college, I returned home where I worked and served my community for the past 28 years. I've been active in my local and state principals association for the past 20 years, serving as president of both organizations. I've been actively involved with NAESP for the past 13 years, serving as a 3-year member of the Resolutions Committee, a 5-year member of the National Task Force for Race and Equity, a 4-year member of the Editorial Advisory Board, and now I'm in my 3rd year as the Zone 3 Director representing Ohio, West Virginia, D.C., and Maryland. My service and involvement in all those facets of this organization is how I met so many of you. Service is part of me. It's who I am as a principal and as an association volunteer, and I want to continue to serve you for the next 3 years. Support. The weight of our job is immense. I never imagined how much the educational landscape would have changed through the course of my career. I started teaching in 1997 before the tragic events of Columbine and Sandy Hook, before the COVID-19 pandemic and the educator shortages we face today. I never imagined we would have to practice active shooter drills in our schools. Despite how much those challenges and horrific events have rattled our collective soul, we as school leaders continue with our work, leading and moving our schools forward. Supporting each other is essential when we face those challenges associated with events that spill into our schools. I am proud that NAESP has been incredibly responsive to the needs of our members. And as Vice President, I pledge to continue that supportive legacy for all our members, rising to the challenge no matter what that challenge might be. Advocacy. The principalship is at the intersection of policy and practice. Politicians and policymakers must hear our stories about the challenges of running our schools, especially in this current climate. They need to understand how their decisions impact our schools. This is all the reason why we've all gathered here from across the country for NSLAC. I have been a fierce advocate for our profession on the local, state, and national level, and I will continue to do that as the next vice president. You see, friends, colleagues, we, like that people tree in my hometown, are all interconnected by our collective commitment to our profession, our schools, our beautiful students, and each other. So whether you're the principal of Hunt Elementary School in Washington State, Birch Elementary School in Utah, Sequoia Elementary School in Tennessee, Clark Elementary School in my birth state of Pennsylvania, or all the incredible school communities across our country, I pledge to devote my time and energy to ensure NAESP continues to grow as an organization and work hard on behalf to support you, serve you, and advocate for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. At this time, we will move into the question and answer portion of the presentation. Ed, you have 2 minutes to respond to the following question. What do you consider your greatest strength as a leader, and how would you utilize your strengths to further NAESP's strategic goals?
Thank you, Kevin, for that question. As leaders, we need to know our own strengths. I've done quite a lot of research or self-reflection, not research. I don't know where that came from. I've done a lot of self-reflection over the course of 13 years as a principal, and I frequently turn to my Clifton Strength Finder assessment to help me leverage my strengths in a productive manner. My top 5 strengths, according to Strength Finder, are harmony, learner, discipline, includer, and self-assurance. Harmony, my number 1, according to Strength Finder, is the ability to build consensus and put the needs of others before my own. It reflects selflessness, compassion, generosity, and the commitment for the greater good. I believe this is a very important characteristic and strength, especially as an officer on a board of directors. Another important strength of mine is includer. I believe we need to work to bring people into our organization through membership. I've done that already by securing funding and registering all 150 principals and assistant principals on the elementary and middle school level in my school district alone. I want to help figure out ways to build our membership so all principals and assistant principals can find value in our association. Harmony, includer, and number 6, I didn't say which one was number 6, but it's positivity, are all in the relationship building category according to Strength Finder. Our profession and this association are built on the foundation of building relationships. I believe I apply all these strengths interchangeably, allowing me to help further NAESP's strategic goals. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we will move to the second question, which Ed will select randomly. Again, the candidates do not know these specific questions, only the nature of them.
Pick the right one. There you go.
And this is the second question. What educational topic are you passionate about that you feel needs to be addressed in today's educational climate? How do you plan to address your topic? I will leave that right there for you.
Well, one topic that I am deeply passionate about is artificial intelligence in our profession. I think we're at the dawn of a revolution in education. And artificial intelligence, I think, will bring us some potential opportunities that are great. During my nomination interview, I said the dawn of AI in education is both an opportunity and a challenge. This breakthrough in education can be transformative for our students and our schools and our educators, and also us as administrators. One influential book that I read 20 years ago was a book called Good to Great by Jim Collins. And basically it addressed how companies leverage different strategies to go from good to great. One concept or strategy that continues to resonate with me today from that book is the use of technology as an accelerator. And this emerging technology in education can be that accelerator for us. On a side note, I want to be very clear, because this is what, when I heard of AI, I think 2 years ago at our National Leaders Conference, or NSLAC, I was dead set against it. And now, after learning a little bit in Nashville last year, the Sal Khan presentation, the keynote from Sal Khan, really sparked my interest. And so I believe that, on a side note, AI cannot and should not replace our human interactions with our children. So we need to make sure that we have guardrails and processes in place to make sure that it doesn't do more harm than good. But think of this, everyone. If AI can reduce the teacher workload and help focus on teaching, that's a win. If AI can help differentiate and personalize learning for our students, that's a win. If AI can help reduce our workload as administrators and streamline some of the monotony that we do, that's a win. We are at an educational opportunity, a revolution. As we move forward, we must support principals in every way possible to integrate emerging technologies into our classrooms and our schools and into our principal's office. AI is here and now, and it's not going away, so we need to embrace it, and NAESP needs to help all of our members in every way, shape, and form to help integrate this technology so we're not left behind. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Ed. Good job and good luck.